Where did they come from? I'm going to die. G'day people, I'm McMonsterDad and welcome back to our ultimate Ironman competition. The test season, season 0. So at the moment I am, as you can see, it's snowing. Beautiful, beautiful evening here in FRAGaLOT. And I'm right outside the mission POI, which I had no idea was the mission POI when I came down onto the planet, and it was probably the first thing I discovered. Flew right past it and said some stuff about it and completely didn't register whatsoever that it was the actual mission POI until I was editing the video afterwards. What a dope. Okay, well I decided we took out that repair station. I did a bit of renovation on that, got a few other things sorted and figured, well, let's just get on with mission 3. And I'm probably going to I'm recording this about a week early, so I'm probably going to do another recording after this that will come out before this, if I survive. So it's going to be a little bit out of order. So yeah, I figured we'll do this. It's going to be a little bit out of order with the videos, but it shouldn't make any real difference to the way the videos sort of present. So I'm going to get on with it. So what I've got at the moment, I brought my laser rifle around. Found that a long time ago with loads of rifles. So I bought a load of laser rifle cells as well. Yeah, enhanced rocket launcher, pulse, and the enhanced assault rifle. I brought a spare enhanced assault rifle because this one's about halfway down now and I don't want it to wear out halfway through. I've got heavy armor on with, yeah, 1 armor boost rest multi. I've got a spare set of heavy armor in the ship as well. I decided to park the CV, well, it's sort of hovering with about 1 hour and 20 minutes of fuel, so I'm on a time limit here before that thing falls out of the sky. But just to be on the safe side, I decided to park the Mantis actually on the mission POI, just in case the worst happens and the CV ends up in a snotty heap at the bottom of the 300 meters below us. Yeah, so and I wanted the CV nearby in case I needed to do some repairs, do some proper healing, etc., get some resupplies. So because this can be a tough POI, this one, if you know, as I pointed out last time, if you go through and it's not an admin one, because we can't destroy blocks apart from the blocks we're allowed to destroy. Normally you can take out the core with a pair of Gatlings right through the top, because the core's in a room up there. I've no reason to assume that the core's been moved, so I'm going to go on that assumption that the core's still up there. But if you have to go through this one on foot, there's a lot of spawn pads in here, and a lot of enemies as well. So to that end, let's have a peek inside. Now I'm fairly familiar with the layout of this place. It can be a bit confusing the layout in the central area. So these doors are going to open. Let's close that. I don't think there are any turrets in this room, but there is a spawner just there. What do we got? Nice outfits, guys. Xerax snipers. Okay, I don't really want to get hit by one of them. Now there are lots of switches in this building, most of which I know what they do. They sort of open shutter windows like that and open areas for loot containers. So I'm assuming that these switches will just do what they normally do, and there may or may not be a switch to make the core vulnerable. I don't know. It doesn't look like there are any additional switches in here, and the reason I say that is because there are 4 of these rooms at each side of this particular POI. Identical rooms that give access through to the central area there. And that central lift, you have to go right down to the bottom there to be able to get access to that lift, and you go up, and then I think there's another lift that takes you up to the core room. So there's a lot of fighting to be done, lots of spawners. There'll be lots of mechs as well. I don't think there's going to be any hidden spawners in this particular POI, and as we've discovered, the hidden spawners are going to remain indestructible to make the challenge a bit more real. But I don't think we're going to face any of that. This is going to be more like a traditional fight your way through, destroy the spawners type of POI, but we just can't blow things up. So these 4 rooms are identical. What I'm going to do is choose one. I'm not going to go in this one because these 2 guys are here in plain view of the door. I think I'll go in that other one we were just in. And that's where we'll start. Now I've got to be a little bit careful. We've got O2 issues as well. I've got heavy armor on. That will go down quickly. I do have some more O2 in the Mantis, I think, if I need to. I can always top up my O2 on the CV. I do have more fuel on me for the CV, so I can extend its lifetime hovering there if I need to, but I'd rather not. So I'm going to go in this way, and we'll go from there. So the plan is to secure one of these rooms, which will be this one here, I think, and that will give me a way out back to the CV if I need it. And then from there we'll start fighting our way through. Like I said, the switches, I don't think we're going to have to clear all 4 of these rooms and flick the switches in all of them to make the core vulnerable. It may be the case. It could be the fact that it's been changed to that. But I'm going to go on the assumption that the general layout and the way the POI has been created has not been changed, and we'll see what happens when we get to the core. So let's start by getting rid of that and try and get rid of these guys. Oh, where are you? I don't want to fall off these steps, otherwise I'm going to be really vulnerable. They were down here on the left, weren't they? They're still there. They've moved. Now I assume they can come up the stairs. Oh no, no. The spawn pad was up here, so those other 2 had spawned and stayed up here. It looks like these 2 have gone down these slopes at some point, because they can't generally get upstairs. So I've got decent cover from this staircase, excuse me. Let's try and get into position where I can shoot these guys. Where are you? There he is. I nearly killed him, but not quite, did I? Okay, that's them down. Now, I don't believe there are any more dangers in this room. I don't expect traps. Here are other things spawning around me. What did that just open? That was a sensor. I didn't know there was a sensor in here. So that opens the shutters there. A lot of loot in this building as well. Lots of loot. Can't remember what this one does. So where's that sensor and what's it opening? Oh, I just see something spawn over there. Yeah. It's opened that door, hasn't it? Darn it. Didn't know that was going to happen. Right, they should be stuck down there now. Can I close that door? Yeah, okay, good. See, the thing is, although I'm fairly familiar with this POI, I've never actually done it the hard way. I've always just taken out the core. Okay. I need the ammo. Is that opening something else? What is that opening? Is it opening something that it's revealing the spawn pad? I wonder. Let's not worry about it at the moment. I think they came through from here. Okay, let's get the rocket launcher ready. Okay, so I can't open that door. Can I damage this door? Yeah, no I can't. Okay, so we need to get that door open and keep it open. Now how did I do that? Was it that switch? It's that switch that opens that door. Okay, okay. So we probably can't close that door behind us then. Right, is there a spawn pad on the other side? Doesn't look like it. Where was that turret? It can see me, but I can't see it. Where are you? Where did they come from? I'm gonna die. That was unexpected. Well, that was unexpected. How's my armor? We're okay. There's a hidden spawn pad. Well, not a hidden one, but there's a spawn pad that sensor is revealing. But I can't see where it's coming from. Okay, let's reload. I'm going to chuck a couple of rockets over that side because I want to make sure that any spawn pads are destroyed. Yeah, I'll just chuck that through there. So I don't think these doors are going to open. I need that area clear because it's my safe passage back to the ship. I really need to find out where that spawn pad is and get rid of it so that I have a safe route through. So that will open that, which I don't particularly want to do. So those two mechs went down the stairs, didn't they? So, or at least one of them did. Let's try and take those out. And then we'll have to get this room clear. I really need this room clear. It's my way out. I can't... I'm really low on health. I need to get back, or my armor's just about wrecked. I don't want to be fighting my way through two mechs to do it. That sensor was the lights. Right, where on earth is that spawn pad? Is it up there? No. No, I'll take the fuel on this in case I need to put it back in the into the CV. So where are they spawning from? I mean, I guess they could have wandered through from that doorway. I suppose we could experiment by trying it again. Is that wise? Or should we just leave it as that and call the room clear? If we needed to, we could just leg it straight up the stairs, couldn't we? Can we open that door? Yeah, so let's leave it closed for the moment. Alright, okay, we'll call this room clear. And we'll move on. Now, it doesn't look like we've got any more spawn pads in this area. I don't want to click these switches because they open these shutters, and I think behind some of these shutters are spawn pads. So I don't want to do that unless I need to. Now, I believe there are a lot of turrets in this building as well, so I need to be just mindful of that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat. Okay, so they are definitely still spawning from somewhere. I need to find where that is. I've never seen a hidden spawner for one of these type of things. But doesn't mean, I guess, that there isn't one. Let's go and find out. I need to find this spawn pad now. We know it's in here now. And it's got to be up here because they can't come up the stairs. So it has to be up here somewhere. Now, as Note all pointed out to us, that you can only texture a hidden spawn pad as a steel block. It would be flat. I'm not going mad, am I? They were definitely spawning from in here, weren't they? I need to find it before they spawn again. Where'd the other one go? This is driving me crazy. Okay, don't want to waste any more time on this. I should just close the door. There it is. Okay. Now I'm assuming we can't destroy this then. Right, okay. Good. Well, at least we know it's there. Let's get out of spawn range. Am I going to be able to get through this door if I close it? No, I don't know. I'm going to leave it open and we're going to move on. I want to move away from it. I think that's the way to deal with that. So we got hidden spawn pads in this. I didn't know that. Wow. Right, I should be far enough away from that so it doesn't spawn. What I need to do is have a quick look around. Okay, this is going to take longer than I anticipated. I wasn't anticipating hidden spawn pads in this building. Especially since they look like the rest of the floor. Doesn't look like there are any in this area. Okay. Is it just that side or is it this side as well? It looks like it's just on that one side. Do you know, I didn't put any... I've got my pillboxes in the factory again. But I didn't create any spawner blockers because I really didn't anticipate there being any indestructible spawners in this particular POI. Now what I could do is just stop now and go and sort out some stuff to get this done properly. But if there are hidden spawners everywhere, that's going to make this particular task, I would suggest, incredibly difficult. Laser. Where was that turret? Turret just there. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to create some little tricks to block off the hidden spawners since we can't destroy them. I know some people sort of have difficulty with that, and quite understandable. They've respawned again, aren't they? Or they will respawn when I go through. I'm just going to make a run for it, I think. Yeah. I initially didn't want to ever do that. He fell down. I would have preferred to go through without using things like this. Do you know what? I'll talk to you about this guy in a moment. But I've found that actually, yeah, sometimes you do need to use tricks from the factory to help you along the way because it's just too difficult otherwise. I watched Boric, I think it was Boric, do this one once, and this guy in the lift could shoot through these windows, and he just did that. And that's a real issue because we can't destroy those windows, but he can shoot through them. Which seems kind of buggy to me. Right, I know one of those mechs dropped down there, which is good because he won't respawn in there, but I don't know what happened to the other one. It's possibly still in there. Okay, well I am going to leg it. And I'm going to do that. I don't really need to go anywhere. I can still, I'll park the CV on the ground, I think, so I'm not wasting too much fuel. And I'll rethink my plan for this one, because the way I'm doing the hidden spawn pads, the indestructible hidden spawn pads, really do present a major problem and a major issue with regards to completing these POIs. So I'm thinking as I'm talking at the moment as well. And initially I was a bit dubious about it, I have to say, you know, I'll admit, but having seen some of the discussion around them, I've come to accept that, yeah, I think it's a pretty good thing. It's a good addition. I'll tell you what I want to do first, is I want to go and park on the ground somewhere. Yeah, I do. I think it's a pretty good addition. It makes for much more of a challenge, as in majorly. Which isn't really a bad thing. It's supposed to be Empyrion Ironman, not Empyrion easy peasy. But as long as we know that they exist, that's the crucial thing. We've got drones over there. My turrets are all active, aren't they? Yes, they are. Okay. We should be pretty good for defense. Yeah. But as long as I know that they exist, that's fine, really. I mean, that's all we need to know. That way we can plan accordingly to try and combat them. And for me, it means almost essential, really, that we use the tricks in our factories. You know, Zeellott from Geektech Industries and Nipperss, they are the masters at factory gadgets, and I don't have a problem with it. I think it's just a you know, it's another way to use a game mechanic to give yourself a slight technical advantage, and that's what it's all about in the end of the day. You know, those with the biggest technical advantage are going to win through, whether that be the most up-to-date weapons we can get our hands on and ammunition, or the best medical, the best armor, or be it technical gadgets. You know, those with the most up-to-date ones, the most effective ones, are going to win through every time. And it's, you know, ingenuity. There's nothing wrong with ingenuity. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I don't have a problem with that. So I'm going to pause there. I'm going to cut that video there. In fact, I'm going to end the video here because it's like almost 30 minutes already. And I guess move to part 2 of mission 3, when I'll be a little bit better prepared for what's going to be happening in there. Because you know, I don't think anyone should underestimate how difficult this POI can be, even when it isn't indestructible and there are not hidden spawners. I'm pretty certain there are no hidden spawners in the actual POI as such, the vanilla POI on this one. It looks like they're an addition. A cruel addition, I might add, but an addition nonetheless. Anyway, I'll call it a day there. Thanks for watching. I look forward to part 2. We'll go right through in part 2, live or die to the core, and we'll go from there. I'm McMonsterDad, and I'll see you after I've done that. There's my stats. I'll see you later. Bye for now.